Donald Trump's attorneys are trying to, again, prevent him from being kicked off the ballot in the state of Colorado as he faces those 14th Amendment lawsuits. And they submitted a filing in court this week that seems a little weird on the surface, where they actually said that, there is a grammatical thing about the 14th Amendment that says anybody who swore an oath to support the Constitution, if they then engage in insurrection or support those who have, they cannot hold public office. But his lawyers argue in court in the filing. If you'll notice, the presidential oath of office does not say he will support the Constitution. It says he will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution, not support it. So obviously, he couldn't have violated the 14th Amendment. So this whole lawsuit is totally garbage. Seems like a really stupid argument, right? Because it is. But at the same time, legally speaking, it's actually not. I hate to give any credit to Donald Trump's lawyers, but it's actually a brilliant argument. You would be surprised. If you're not in the legal field, you would be shocked how many times people, corporations, whatever it is, get away with some of the most disturbing behavior you could imagine based on semantics, based on one word here, one word there. That's all it takes sometimes. It's shocking. It's disgusting. It sucks. It shouldn't be that way. But the letter of the law is quite literally the letter of the law. Trump did not swear an oath to support the Constitution verbatim. It's preserve, protect, and defend. Now, a good lawyer on the opposing side would be able to say, listen, we're not talking about the letters of the words, we're talking about the definitions of the word, and support would obviously be included in preserve, protect, and defend. You can't preserve, protect, and defend something if you do not, of course, support it. Therefore, these words are interchangeable and our lawsuit can move forward. But not every judge in the country is going to buy that. You know, that's the whole thing about originalism versus interpretation. Because an originalist judge, which typically those on the right, they're going to look at that and be like, nope, that's not the word they used in the law. Therefore, the word's not in the oath. Therefore, the word cannot be used to remove him from the ballot. This gets in front of the right judge. Trump wins. Freudian slip there. So again, it seems stupid. It seems like a last-ditch effort, but it may just end up being the only brilliant or smart thing that Trump's lawyers have ever done. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.